Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome to the Mechanical Age. Welcome to Let's Play Myst. Alright. So, now if you look at this thing, you'll see, or maybe you won't see. I don't know. Will we see? Yeah, you'll see this thing, and there we go. And it's obviously some sort of combination thing. See, that did not work. Okay. Now we need to find out the combination. It's really not all that much of a problem. But anyway, let's go explore this place. Really, this is the only place we can go right now. So, it's actually in the walkthrough that I used to refresh my memory on this game. This is called the Rotating Fortress. So, maybe that's what it's called. And what you'll see is, yeesh. There's actually only a couple rooms in the Rotating Fortress, and this is one of them, and this is the probably the creepiest one. So, no, I know we can mess with this. Okay, there we go. It's a Jack-in-the-Box with a cobra in it. It's a little weird. All right. And if you look around there, I mean, there's just creepy stuff. And you can look at all this stuff, but this is the important thing right here. The Fortress Rotation Simulator. Now, the way this thing works is that this adjusts the speed, or sets the speed, and this is the actual rotation control. So see, we could really make it fly around. And then when it stops on the, like when it stops north, it makes that sound. To me it sounds like somebody hitting a railroad spike against a railroad tie, but that's because I grew up on railroad tracks. So you can listen to that. But that's north. And then west is that like cricket noise. South is that like cowbell sound. And east is that, I don't know, it's like a, what is that? Yeah, I don't know what to say that is. But it's the one that's not a cowbell, a railroad tie, or whatever. And if you'll notice, there's a panel right here. You hit that, it opens. We'll be dealing with that later because I'm just not really into dealing with it right now. For reasons that will be, oh, see, yeah, and you can look at stuff up close. I mean, they designed amazing environments for this game. Alright, and then there's a thing right here that, yeah, if we go in here, we can see, really there's not a lot you can do here at the moment. Now we can, of course, I mean, we can hit the button. And let's do that. Alright. And now, if we go downstairs, there's a whole nother thing we can do. And what it is, and this is really hard to see, but you see this little circle? What you want to do is you hold this up. And this thing starts rotating, and you see the dial? Like when it turns red, that's where you want it to stop. So if you let it go... Did I get it? Oh, I got it. First try. That's awesome. Yeah, because it will move a little after you let the switch go. About half a circle beforehand is a good amount, I find. So, now, what you'll notice is that our column that was white is now red. That's what we want. So now hit the button, because you need this to become a hallway again instead of stairs. But before we do that, let's go check out the other room, because there is another room in here. And here we go. And it's like another kind of like, I don't know, office thing. And if you're familiar with this game, what you'll realize pretty instantaneously is there's a rocket ship, there's a boat, there's a clock, Um, wait a minute. Rocket book clock. And that they're representative of like the other ages, or the ages in this game. Although there's no tree, and there's probably something that's supposed to be representative of that age, because there is like a tree age in this game. So this is the toy that we can play with in this room. That's not very impressive. But now down here, if you look, the wall's a little weird. Secret panel. And that is just a chessboard. There isn't really anything very interactive in this room. So, let's follow the path, and, oh wait, no, there's this. This is completely interactive. Okay, so like, yellow diamond, green circle thing, red, I don't know, octagon-y thing. I don't know what any of those have to do with anything, but we will probably find out later. Okay. So wait, we've done all that, so now what we need to do is go in here. And this is actually an elevator, which is nice. We want to go up a floor. There really is nothing up a floor. That's not the point. Because if you actually step out of the elevator now, notice how long it's taking? Like, well, anyway. Yeah, if you step out of here, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if you look up here, you'll see that there's some sort of something. We've got to get this elevator to drop. Now, the way to do that is if you hit this button, and if you experiment with the elevator, you'll find that that button stops it halfway between floors. So if you hit that button and you get out, it'll do that without you in it. And there we go. Now we can rotate the fortress. Alright, so we are at Cowbell. We need to know that. Set the speed, and you got to do this blind. Okay. And now we're at that noise. And if you hit this, it will activate. What was that? That was cricket? I don't remember what direction it is. But anyway, and then that brings our elevator back. We go down, we'll go outside, we'll see where we're at. So we're at Cowbell. Cowbell is our end. And we got to cricket. So, yeah. And you can go out either way you want. I mean, both of these paths are equally long. They're equidistant. Alright. I don't believe we'll be able to take care of this whole age in one video. But, ow, we picked the, there's the one path that goes nowhere. Okay, so cricket is a dead end. Ugh. We wasted valuable time. It's not a speed run now. We'd be losing. So we made a fatal mistake. Well, not a fatal mistake. You can't die in this game. One of the things people really hated about it. There's like no enemies. You couldn't die. Like it's just, you just get stuck places. If you don't know what you're doing, you just get stuck trying to use your brain. But if you're into that, man, this was a great game. And I was house sitting for my brother at the time. So I'm like in this big creaky farmhouse, and like there's nobody else there, and I'm playing this game, and like keep getting stuck, and it's just taking me forever. It was all I did for like 3 days was play this game, and you start to feel really alone because there really aren't any other people in Myst, like except those guys in the books. Okay, so we need railroad spike and the noise I can't describe. That's the noise I can't describe, right? Yeah. Okay. Didn't I hit the button? Pretty sure I hit the button. So now, then we'll need railroad spike, and then we have to get back to cowbell. I know that these things make no sense, like saying them like they're actually directions, but I don't remember what the directions are, the actual directions. We're gonna need to know it, actually. Those sounds and those directions, we'll need to know that later. But I'm planning on looking a lot of that stuff up and then making a practice run anyway. So I'm assuming that it's not gonna be an issue. Okay. So wait, I said railroad spike and then cowbell, right? Okay. We're gonna need to remember that. Normally to play this game you would be writing tons of stuff down all the time. No, I didn't want to do that. No, give me a way to turn back around. There we go. Okay, and now we've gained access to something else. So, and because you know, these are not. This is the first level. This is not a very elaborate puzzle. So, I mean, this is a lot of walking to just, you know. Okay, last two pieces of this, and it's like circle spikes and crescent moon. Now this I'm gonna have to write down because I can't remember these things just by saying them. So, okay. There we go. All right, I got it written down. We're good. So now we can just turn around. We got to rotate the place one more time, 2 more times, and then we can get out of here. See, this is where like fastest transition really is not. We might be set at that already though. It is a very cheap kind of like animation to simulate movement. I will give them that. Like now you really would just do this as like a scrolling first-person video game. And you could make it look this pretty easily. Like, way prettier than this. Like, with real textures and 3D and stuff, it would be crazy. And there is a lot of repetition in Myst. I mean, I'm going to give you that. Like, that is another thing that... Because, like, when we get out... you can only take one... You don't have, like, an item book or something that you can put pages in, which is kind of ridiculous. So we'll have to take one of the pages out and then come back in and get the other page and go back out. Luckily, we won't have to rotate the fortress at all for that. Ow, what did I do? I wasn't thinking, I was talking. But we will, I mean, we will get... whoa. Gotta remember to push buttons and stuff so things happen. Alright. So up we go, and we need railroad tie. Oh, why did this reset? There it is. Wow, we got it. And then we'll need to get back to cowbell. Alright, down we go. So, and one of the things about Myst that I really like is that throughout the course of the game, you will develop opinions about the two brothers. The guys that are in those books, those are brothers. You'll develop opinions about them, and they're interesting because one of them seems overtly crazy. And his is the room that has like the shrunken heads in it, like armor. And then like there's the fancy guy who just seems kind of sinister evil. So like you really have to make these weird... It says a lot about how you judge people. Because, like, you know, do you trust the guy who seemingly is loony, but not necessarily, you know, sinister? And then, or do you trust the guy who seems, you know, uppity and, like, kind of serial killer-ish? I don't know. Like, they're both a different kind of, like, badness, I think. Alright, so it's horseshoe and then this weird geometric pattern. I would have remembered that geometric pattern when I saw it, but... Alright. So, now we can just rotate back to our original position and grab one of the pages as we're on our way out and get out of here. It's just that easy. All right. Okay. So up we go one more time. And this will be the last time, actually, of us ascending and descending the elevator. Which is nice. We'll never have to see this elevator again. And by the end of next video, we'll never have to see this age again. How crazy is that? But next video, we'll have a lot of stuff to do. Alright. Cowbell. No! Cowbell. No, that's where we just were. That's that other noise. There we go, cowbell. Alright, so we should be on our way out now. But before we do that, we're gonna end the video here, I think. And when we come back, we will do a bunch of stuff. A bunch of cool stuff. You guys, thanks for watching, take care, and bye everyone.